Welcome to day 3 of our Questions Reframed series. Today's question is, how do I know if something is ready for automation? And that's a really common question, and it comes down to, why is it a reasonable question? Let's just break it down that way. Usually I get this question because someone has tried to do the step of automation and couldn't get across the finish line, or they got across the finish line and their automation broke and they ended up having to watch it. And that's probably more defeating the purpose of automation than it is just doing the steps yourself, right? The reason why you fail, it is not a bad thing. It's basically how you learn. You learn more from failure than you ever do success. Even if you're learning what not to do, you're still learning something, and that is an important part of the process. The problem with that question, though, is that it assumes that readiness is about completion, and that is not really how it's done. I mean, if you ever talk to somebody who works with software all the time, as far as developing an application, they will tell you an app is never done. It's the same with automation. Automation is never, it will run for a while and then you'll realize, oh, hey, I got to tweak a little thing of this, or I got to tweak a little thing of that. I change mine all the time. I'm changing the prompt because maybe I want the output to come in a little bit different format, or maybe I need it to be a little more crisp in some places. I'm constantly looking at my automation itself and making sure that it does exactly what I want it to do, even after I've had it on for a while. We look at processes. When you say ready to automate, it's not a stop-go kind of thing. It really comes down to, is the process repeatable? If it is repeatable, then you go back to what I was talking about yesterday or the day before about what happens before, what happens during, what happens after, and then break it down from that standpoint. And then those things that are repeatable, that I'm going to say this like a trained monkey could do, right? It's just those things that are repeatable all the time. It's like when you find you're doing cut and paste a lot, that's typically a process that should be automated. Not necessarily that it's ready for automation, but it should be automated. The better question is, what process or workflow breaks if I'm not doing it? If you have to watch it, like you've given it to your VA or whatever, and you have to still watch it, then it's probably not ready. But I will tell you, 9 times out of 10, things you're giving your VA are things that could be automated, and you just need to know how. And then you have your VA do things that can't be automated, like making those outbound phone calls to do sales or follow up on things that you don't have systems in place for yet. That's really a better way to go about that. Your next step is to write the question at the top of your process notes and list what would fail first. Naming the fragility is really how you figure out what's real. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or feel like you need a deeper discussion, let me know.